Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Mother's Day. Shall I play as I'm waiting for people to join? What would be a Mother's Day song? I need to put my stool up. My stool's gone down again. For those of you that are often in my lives, my stool is an ongoing issue. That's as exciting as it gets. I have this hydraulic stool because at various points, because I'm writing music at the same time, so I need to be sometimes it's so dull, I can't even believe I'm telling you, but sometimes it needs to be a bit higher, sometimes a bit lower, so I need one that adjusts its height. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think the gas in this canister is going. I think that's what they say, isn't it? Or is that just nonsense? Am I just making it up? Well, whatever it is, you'll see me throughout the live needing to readjust the stool. That was a good chat, wasn't it? Anyway, how is your Mother's Day? Are you here because you want to avoid Mother's Day? Shall I shut up about it? Or are you here because you want to moan about it? I think Mother's Day is tricky for so many people. Either because, I don't know, fraught relationships with mums. Hi Maria, how are you? Or because it's that sort of thing, isn't it? As you get a bit older, maybe your mum's not around, but you've still got children, so there's still a Mother's Day, but you haven't got your mum. Like so many variants. Of course, it's a massive problem for my children. They've got two mums. It's an expensive day for them. Father's Day is cheap, so swings and roundabouts. Anyway, what have you been doing today? And what should we talk about this evening? What have you done, Maria? Are you a mum? Is that a bad thing to say? Have you spent it with your family? Mine was very good. Mine was very low key. My children are still too little to really do anything for Mother's Day. I.e., it's got to be the other parent doing all of their Mother's Day thing. But both children were able to write in their card this year. And I discovered once again that my eldest, who likes to write loads, is very, very funny. Not that I needed a Mother's Day to tell me that. I've always known that. In fact, I have my card right here. Now look at it. And as regular followers will know, in my household, I'm the only neurotypical. All the rest of my family are neurodivergent. So I have a nice card to a neurotypical mammy. It is good to remember them. Yeah, Maria. My mum died years ago as well. And you're right, it's a nice day. Although my mum was quite a staunch Christian, and like she died 21 years ago this year, so it's been dead a very long time, but was always insistent that you don't call it Mother's Day, that you call it Mothering Sunday. And it used to be a pain when I was younger trying to find a nice card that said Mothering Sunday, like this, but I'm old, aren't I? So it's before Moonpig, where there was a selection. So that whenever it's Mother's Day, I think of my mum, but I think of Mothering Sunday as that was her thing. Double the fun, he'd say. It certainly is. So what have you done today, Maria? Anything nice? And thank you, by the way, Maria, for being a member. I very much appreciate it. There's a song, isn't there? Thank you very much from Scrooge. Oh, I can't think how it goes now. Oh, that's it. I was going to go to the pictures, but I don't do one anymore. Oh, yeah. What are you going to go and see, Maria? And are you a film buff? Are you looking forward to the Oscars this evening? Oh, very nice. I love a Turkish. Love a Turkish. What did you have? We have a really lovely Turkish around here that we often have a takeaway from. And I'm a little bit partial to the liver. Clearly, I'm not a vegan. I'm a bit of a meat eater. My partner is a vegan. So I feel like I have to eat more meat to compensate for what she doesn't eat. But tell me, what did you have at your Turkish? Hello, Miss R. How are you? How the devil are you? How is your mum? Because your mum is recuperating, isn't she? Then an afternoon tea with the contents of Mother's Day gift from number 1 Son of Cakes. Very nice, very nice. Are your children grown up then, Maria? I'm assuming so, that they managed to go to the little cake company. Oh, really? Is that in the cinema then? Oh, I missed something. Oh, very good though. That's supposed to be a very stylish program, isn't it? Yours and mine both, Maria. What was the thing that you've been to see in the most recently that you've liked? Miss R. Well, I think Mum and Dad. Good. Hurrah for Mum. Hurrah for Mum. So did you treat her today, Miss R? But you've been treating her for a while, haven't you? Because she's been recuperating. Oh my goodness, a double whammy. Mind you, that's annoying, isn't it? Because you'd want sort of presents on Mother's Day, and then you want a little gap, and then happy birthday stuff. So I feel sorry for people when their birthday lands or something like that. Chicken cheese with roast. Oh, very nice, very nice. I like a bit of couscous. Miss R, is Mum with you now? Is she in the room with you right now? Megatrice pedicure facial. Oh, very nice. Blimey, she's had a busy day, didn't she? You're a closet vegetarian. I love it. Love it. I am most definitely not a closet anything. In fact, it's a, no pun intended, but it's a bone of contention in our house, because before my wife and myself got together, we were good friends for many, many years first. And when we eventually got together, went out on a date, it was at that point she said she'd changed and she'd become at that point she was a vegetarian. And I felt slightly done over, because I thought I was going out with a meat eater. And then it got worse because she then became a vegan. It's not really worse for those people that are watching that are vegans. Obviously good for you for having those principles. But I often make the joke to my other half that I feel duped. Your son is 50. Oh my goodness. Oh, top hat. Lovely. A nice bit of tap in that, isn't there, Maria? I was working the other week with the MD of Top Hat. Lovely musical, though. I find it so odd thinking that my children will one day be that old. Mine are sort of 13 and 9 now. So thinking of having grown-up children, but it goes so quick, doesn't it? Miss R, you just dropped Mum off. Well, that's all right. I was going to play Happy Birthday on the piano. Do you know what I mean? I won't bother now. Heart out, lots of cake. I love it. Is your mum, Miss R, is your mum one of those people that celebrates all, like, for a week? I have a friend who famously does that. Almost celebrates the month of her birthday. Whereas I'm slightly nonchalant about it. My birthday can just pass and nobody needs mention it. I'm not a big celebrator. Not because I sort of worry about birthdays. I just think, it's just another day. I have no problems getting older, so it's not that. I just don't really want the fuss. Which is useful because I have a family full of neurodivergent people, so they invariably either forget or do things a little bit late in the day. This morning, I organised for my children to give my partner their Mother's Day card, like first thing, as soon as they'd woken up. So I've put it in my chair again. And so the card had been written last night, it was all sorted. Child number 1 presents the card. And I get greeted with, you will have a card, but it hasn't arrived yet. It will come at some point. And then about an hour and a half ago, and because I'm in the office this afternoon, my eldest child came down to the office and knocked on the door to go, here is your card, happy Mother's Day. Well, actually, Maria, no, it's not that hard prepping for dinner. I've got to say, what's hard is that for people that have neurodivergent families, it's the fact that nobody likes the same stuff anyway. So both my children are really faddish and will go through weeks of not having the same thing and then changing their minds and not eating, and it's a pain. So that's more difficult, actually, prepping for dinner, but we invariably end up having to make 4 meals. Mum's best friend's gone on holiday last Thursday. Mum's. Very good. Your mum's 95. I love that. That's a good age, isn't it? Top hat. Great. A pleasure at my middle. Brilliant, Maria. Where was it? Which theatre was it on? I remember I had some students working on it when it was in town. Although it's a different version. The one in town was choreographed by... Oh, his name's just escaped me. Bill Deemer, that was it. 95, great age. Yes, it really is, isn't it? I was speaking to an old music teacher of mine the other day who's 90, who's still driving. Not so sure about that, but also still runs 2 choirs at 90. I thought it was extraordinary. Like, there's a big old thing anyway about musicians never retiring and we just keep going until we drop. But I thought that was to be running 2 choirs, and she was sort of deliberating maybe she should drop one or drop one of their rehearsals. Anyway, let me play some music as we're waiting for everybody. Hello, if you've just joined. I can see some more people have just joined. My mum had me when she was 50. Oh, blimey! Miss Art, that is a late, unexpected pregnancy, isn't it? That must have been quite a shock. But what a lovely thing. And Miss Art, feel free to tell me to mind my own business. Like, naturally, she wasn't trying, it just happened. But like I say, do feel free to tell me to shut up. Oh, right, yeah. Right, Maria, if it's up to me, I'd only cook veg. My husband is a carnivore. So you would eat meat then, Maria? I'm not very fond of veg. Oh, Miss R, that must have been such a shock. Mind you, I was a surprise as well. My mum wasn't as old as that, but my mum had me quite late and not planned at all. But at 50, you'd think you were safe, wouldn't you? That was sort of planned. Oh no! Do you think, Miss R, do you think they've resented you your entire life? Do you think? I'm joking, of course they haven't. Hey Deirdre, how are you? Deirdre, thank you for commenting on so many videos. They wouldn't be able to say them, Miss R, would they? Although sometimes my dad used to say, he'd go, oh, well, you know, we never planned you. Oh, awkward. I think he had a little resentment, but because I was the only girl and they'd had sons up until that point, I think my mum was secretly pleased. Well, not secretly, actually, she used to tell me. Mind you saying that, I mean, we had our children quite late. Not as late as 50 though, bizarre. I think you feel a great responsibility as an older parent to try and be fit. Do you know what I mean? That's our constant mantra here, is what we have 2 young children, we've got to keep being fit. Running choirs, I thought you said running. No, running choirs, Maria, running choirs. Oh, what a lovely description, Miss R. God's surprise. I love that. What a way to feel supremely loved, isn't it, from the outset? Deirdre, not too bad. First day fully off. Oh my goodness, Deirdre, how many do you normally smoke a day? Shall I move on to easy listening music? Maria, I eat meat, but very rarely. Yeah, of course. Whoa. And what's made you stop, Deirdre? I've got loads of questions for you. Are you doing patches or something to help with the withdrawal? Hi, Jill. I did have a lovely day, thank you. And yourself? I was going to say it's 11 years from now. Yeah, Maria, loads of years between me and my brother. Surprisingly calm, all things considered. Maybe you just thought it was the right time, Deirdre. Maybe it's it just feels like a good time to give up. What have you got ahead of you? Like a tough month. I mean, well, say my dad used to be a really heavy smoker and then gave up about 50 years ago. And yet, right up until the end, was talking about how he sort of still wanted one. Not trying to make it worse for you, Deirdre. I'm just pointing out it might be a long haul. A tricky one. My kids kept me going. Your mum's, the passing of your mum, Jill. Oh, it's tough, isn't it? Deirdre, you go cold turkey. Oh my God, Deirdre. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, Jill. Anniversaries are tough, aren't they? Really tough. Good that your children kept you going, though. I love, Miss R, that you're reframing everybody's accident as God's surprise now, which is lovely. We're all going to leave this live at the end thinking we were all God's surprise. It's tough, isn't it? Managing loss of a parent can be tough. Not for everybody, but it's a weird one, Maria. I love it. See, Maria's claimed that God surprise. From now on, Miss R, you have changed Maria's life. She's no longer a mistake. She's always God's surprise. Jill, that's great. Good that the pearly gates are open, right? That'll be the luck of the Irish. Hey, Miss R, loving God and loving people is a good thing, right? That's a nice place to be. That's a nice place to sit, I reckon. It's odd when people don't love people, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because people are just so fascinating, I always think. I think I've said this before on lives and on videos, that would be definitely something that my mother gifted me, that ability to remain curious and try not to jump to a conclusion, try to understand what the other person was trying to say first. Quarter of Irish, mixed race as Irish enough. That is funny. Do we need some Irish music? I don't know any Irish music. Isn't it? Oh, when Irish eyes were smiling. Hi, Anne. J2226. That was my attempt at One Irish Eyes Are Smiling, but halfway through I realised I didn't know the rest of the tune. Also, we all want to be loved and valued. Yes, we do, Miss R. We absolutely do. Maria, another ex-smoker. Oh, thank you, Jill. us Celts have to stick together, right? That's what I think. Paddy's Day is such a great celebration, isn't it? I think of all the patron saints, the Irish get it right the best. I'm now not going to have a mistake. Thank you. I love that. Look, if nothing else comes from this live, one person has gone away feeling really a lot better about themselves. Isn't that lovely? Oh, why did you give him up, Maria? When I knew I was going to be a grandmother. Love that. Love it. Yeah, you don't want your children. You want to try to be healthy, don't you? There's a lot of very nice people talking on here this evening. What a lovely space you've all co-created. That's a credit to you all. Let's go for some nice. Speed up will sound a bit like on Pop of. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Oh, thanks, Deirdre. I think my tribe are always lovely online, actually. I have a lovely group of followers. Whereabouts in Ireland, Jill? I should actually know Papa a little bit better. I've MD'd Oliver a couple of times. Oh, very nice. Love it. It's supposed to be kind of loving to hate. Yeah, well, it is, isn't it? It you know, the nicer you are to people, the nicer you feel about yourself. Yeah. Although it's funny, isn't it? Because I do all the videos holding up Farage and stuff. It's interesting how many of his supporters perceive that to be nasty, as opposed to accountability and scrutiny. Oh, Deirdre, get yourself over there. Maybe save up the money you're going to spend on the Backy and get yourself to Ireland as your treat. Hi, Natty, how are you? Don't really be smelly, Nonna. No, exactly. Oh, I think a politics-free weekend is very, very much on the cards and very good. It's all gone so bonkers, isn't it? And there's no, I know I say this in every video, but there's just no nuance with it, with anything. It's so tedious that you can't just discuss it. Natty, I should say thank you to you for being a member as well. Oh, it's really important to have a little detox, Jill. You'll often hear me on a video saying to have that detox. Yes, Swansea Jack, Deirdre. No, we are grandpa. That would be ours. Or, so I had a grandpa, and my dad is grandpa to my children. But also a ducky we had, but just known as dad. I had a mamky and ducky. So mum and dad, grandparents. which in itself, why the Welsh decided to call grandparents mum and dad, way beyond me. Because for all of us in our family, creates so many problems. You shout mum and everybody turns around. I think they are. Well, we never called ours Mam Key. We never called them the full name. It was just always mum and dad. But like all my cousins seem to call their their mums mam. So we'd have my grandmother around, we'd shout mam, and everybody would be talking to us. Marie, love Ireland, we'll go back in a heartbeat. I've spent quite a bit of time working in Belfast, and I spent 3 or 4 months working in Dublin, and loved it. And then I've done a couple of tours that I've gone over there, so I spent a week at a time. Poppy Ping or something, isn't it? Poppy Ping, I don't know. It's as we try to make up words as new one comes in. Poppy Ping, is it? Is that what it is? You're going to Dublin next month. It's lovely. It's very expensive. So I spent 4 months in Dublin doing a version of Rent. Looking to move to Wales, Gwent. Whereabouts in Gwent, Maria? Cardiff, Deirdre. Well, lots of rivalry, right, between Swansea and Cardiff on Derby days. Yeah, it does look like everybody's off to Ireland. Like if we'd known, we could have all coordinated and gone together. Where in Dublin are you going, Natty? Thank you, Deirdre. I remember years ago, like literally decades ago, I used to work at South Wales Evening Post, and on Derby days, the news desk would be flying. But back then, there weren't computers, because I'm that old, and people would be typing, and we had to run between different departments to hand over the updates. Blimey, do you know, I'm saying that now, and I feel ancient just saying it. And you looked at hotels in Dublin recently, I'm now thinking of course. Well, I don't know. I was in Dublin like donkey's years ago, decades ago, and oh my God, it was so expensive. Fortunately, very big fortunately, I was on a job that was paying very, very well, so I was kind of doing all right over there. But my God, I don't know how people were managing that weren't on good money. The Welsh are friendly, Deirdre. They absolutely are. I said this before. I've got family in Pontcarna. Well, I think they're still in Pontcarna. Cork's nice as well, though, Anne. Maria, it does take a village. It's so important, they're saying. Poshcarna. Very good. I think it probably was quite posh, actually, because I only have memories of it up until I was like 18, and then never went back. But like, I wouldn't be surprised. Very nice, Maria. So close to the border. Natty, you're going to Welland's pub for a gig. Oh, very nice. How long are you staying over there, Natty? There's so much to see in Ireland, isn't there? Oh my God, go get that cocktail gel, and cheers to you. Thanks for joining. What cocktail is it before you go? I'm a bit of a Long Island iced tea person myself. What's yours? She might have already gone. See, it should be a Guinness. John should be on Guinness today. I'm just saying. Hello, a lot of people there lurking in the wings as well today. Say hello if you're there. Don't just have a little listen. So everything's a stone throws away. Yes, it is, isn't it? Just tonight, Thursday, London, Friday drive to Dublin, and Saturday. Okay. Oh my God, you're driving to Dublin. I've never done it. I have never done the ferry. I'm very much a flyer. Everybody feel free to condemn me for my poor environmental attributes. Yeah, but tonight it's mojito. Ah, very good. Enjoy your mojitos. Are your children doing the washing up side to give you a new iPhone Mother's Day? No, Miss Art, my children wouldn't even know where to start doing the washing up. They both, we managed to get, both of us managed to get both the boys to sign our cards. And that is an almighty win for us. So we're taking the win. But I spent an hour and a bit playing. I bought a game, a video game. Both my children like video games. And I bought a video game that has to be played by two people so that myself and my son could spend a bit of time together and play it. So we did a little bit of that, which was lovely. Although it was a game where you have to work together, but you both have to think and be strategic. And it's hilarious. It was funny how much I think I'm sort of okay gaming. Like, I'm not really. Like, I used to, like, back in the day, do you know what I mean? I used to have a Sega, so I thought that was me being really cool. Or a PlayStation. Of course, I don't really play anymore because there's no time. Life has taken over. But I'm there thinking I'm moving this character really well. And I can see my son despairing with me, telling me, I'm still waiting for you. Jump. And I'm trying to jump. So we had that little moment and then could both laugh about it. So that's what we've been doing today for the boys. Right, Jill, go. Went to Limerick in November. Was starting to drive. Yes, you do, Natty. You do. So I'd be too lazy to drive. Half of my son in Cornwall and my daughter in Yorkshire. What? Fancy your children living so far away. No, Miss R, we were very, very proud of both of our boys. We always are. It's they're a joy, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? But were you online when I was saying about, because the rest of my family are neurodivergent, I sort of get my Mother's Day a little bit late because everybody forgets. So whilst I can get organised for the other mum, everybody else then has to kind of run and play catch up. I've never, ever been on a ferry. They're also, Miss R, really hard work, right? Both can be true. But that's okay. We didn't sign up for an easy time. We just signed up to parent. And keeping them alive is our job. And trying to get them healthy. I remember that now. Oh, very good, Natty. How lovely. That must have been very special, Natty. I love the fact on the card that they sent me, my son's written a PS. Don't forget, the card was only given to me like about an hour and a half ago now, and wrote, PS, I've literally just written this card just before you've received it because, other mum couldn't quite get it here on time, which sums up my family. Anyway, Right, so how is everybody doing? Are we all doing all right? Yeah, no, I bet, Natty. The world's gone mad, hasn't it? Yeah, really good, thanks, Miss R. Have one more week of teaching. Oh, good, Deirdre. And then I start rehearsals for my next show. And then I sort of go a bit bonkers. You'll probably see the videos decreasing a little bit. So I start rehearsals a week on Monday for the show I'm doing in the West End. Then I go back to back. I go from Midnight in the Toy Shop to HMS Pinafore to Love's Labour's Lost, all between now and May. And I wasn't great at the Fairy Tale Man, was I? Oh, do you know, Anne, I've just remembered actually, I did a ferry, sort of. I went to Denmark when I was in a choir, a youth choir. So that was I did a bit of a ferry then. I'm all right, though. I don't get travel sick. I've always quite fancied doing a bit of a cruise, right? But my wife would be sick within minutes. Oh, Miss Hart, honestly, it has gone bonkers. Just 3 contracts back to back, which is lovely, and I'm certainly not complaining. And a lot of them kind of fit into the school holidays of the college that I'm working in, so I don't have to miss too much of that as well, which is really nice. So yes, but absolutely bonkers. Also, but I can't be looking for 5 minutes of fact check. I'm trying to get. Well, do you know, Deirdre? I think you make a really interesting point, because it's not easy just looking at the news anymore, is it? Sorry, I've got to pop a stool up again. Because how everything's presented, you do have to go and fact check now, I find, anyway. Like, gone are the days you can just read a headline and go, gosh, that's the news then. Like, I can't do that at all now. I have to read right around it to find out who's really saying what. Very my favourite, I'll be on the deck watching the waves. Oh, very nice. Very calming, isn't it, Natty? The waves. Yeah, Deirdre, I mean, I don't think I trust any of them. Like, the spin on every item is just bonkers. And I tend to, because I sort of scan through X to do these videos, to kind of see what other things that are really kicking off. I tend to hear the anger before I actually even know what the story is. But I think the papers have got so much worse in actually covering facts or being slightly neutral, you know. The Financial Times you're finding reliable. I literally will put most headlines now into various search engines or various AI to see what the real story is. And even then, you can't be sure, can you? Hi, Dave. How are you? How's the niece? How's your sister on her first Mother's Day? And were you a good uncle? Did you get something for your sister? Like that Sky and BBC are calling it Iran Wars, the USA, so I don't watch anyway. All of it, though, there's such a bias everywhere, isn't there? Oh my God, Deirdre, the Telegraph is horrific. Absolutely horrific. But I listen to lots of podcasts to try to get some sort of balance for what I'm saying. And I listen to the Daily Tea, the Telegraph's podcast. And I have to say, it is outrageous, just outrageous. That Camilla woman, Camilla Tominey, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why they just don't announce that this is going to be propaganda for a certain party. Okay, Dave, you have been a very good uncle for your first Mother's Day. Well done. Love it. And nice to have taken your mum out as well. But the Telegraph has gone, I think, as bad as the Daily Mail. And I think what's sad is that there are some really great reporters in this world, some great journalists, but they're all going to end up getting tarred by the same brush. I think. It's always been that bashful now. Yeah, Deirdre, but like sensible people don't seem to exist anymore, do they? But also, I don't know how you can put any headline up and not explain it anymore. The spin that's going on. Camilla, so I was saying she can't and someone Muslims are right. Yeah, I know, Dave. I honestly, I think that woman, honestly, I'm at a loss for words. Like, Reform treat her like she's shit. She's very clearly a Tory, but she kind of wants to struggle across to Reform sometimes. She's desperately trying to make out that Kemi is being a good leader. But there's no attempt to sort of give a meta overview. It's purely, and the Tories did this and Labour did that, and just rubbish. Telegraph was Starmer's praise leading to the left. I know, yes, absolutely. I mean, saying that, I've got the same issue with Zach Polanski's Bold Politics. In terms of but at least he's supposed to be a political party, right? So he hasn't got to pretend to be a journalist. He can be as biased as he is. Whereas they are called the Daily the Telegraph. Less because I check Guardian, Telegraph. Yeah. But in the Guardian as well, right? Brett, hello. It's always better to come late than not at all. It's always good to pop in. I hope you're okay. I bet you treated your mum today, didn't you? There is no centre-left or centre-right moderate stuff now, is there? Like, who offers that? Like, it seems that it's just very right or far right or really hard left. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels there's no in between. Why was I still never think Starmer's a communist? Oh man. Do you know what though? Everybody's bandying those words around, aren't they? I find that really poor. It's a bit like when as we all know, I've got a huge issue with Catherine Birbalsingh. But anyway, when Catherine Birbalsingh met with Bridget Phillipson and came away and said that she was a Marxist. Like, you don't have to like people's politics, but don't go making up the political terms that you want, that are not accurate in order to get a headline. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Brit. Good sun work, that. Call me so much for action. Well, somebody called me a deranged socialist today. And then what always makes me off when I go, well, actually, I'm just quite centre. I'm a centrist. And then they always go, no, you're not. I am. But it's a bizarre thing, isn't it? I find. Do you think you could get a little commie hat, Dave? Do you know what I mean? Just to look the part. Just when you're reading through the news. Well, that's me, comrade. I'm up there. Keir Starmer stood up to that orange stadium humanity. Yeah, me too, Miss R. He is clueless, isn't he? Not Starmer, but Trump. Clueless. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that everybody's going to suffer because of him, this would be a sketch show. A red term, Britain communist. Now you're talking. Make Britain communist again, Dave. That could be your thing. Make the UK communist. Mucker. Oh my God, Dave. There's your hat. Make UK communist again. Mucker. Get those hats made, my friend. You'd make a bloody fortune. Yes, Miss R, all those things. And where are the Americans? Where are the other politicians in America? Why are they not stopping him? They must be able to see the damage he's doing. Like, to their own country, even if they don't care about the world, to their own country. Absolutely shocking. And like, when are the media really going to go for him? That's what I'm curious about. Same Dave as usual, but with different usernames. It is Dave. Yes, Brit. It's our Dave. I claim ownership of him. Forever more to be called Mucker with a Whisper Gold. The FCC keeps threatening to take their media licenses away, though, sadly. Well, I know, Dave, but surely, mind you, I think that about the same with British media. I thought it when Farage was doing his wrong with Beth Rigby this week. I think all the journalists, but more so here because they can't do anything against them, they should all stand up and go, stop, don't do that. Like, don't treat a journalist like that. Answer the question or deflect or do whatever, but don't be that dickhead. That would be so powerful, wouldn't it? That would be the power turned on its head in a heartbeat. It was very rude, but yeah. It was a horrible Brit. But he's done it with female journalists. He really has got an issue with. Dave, he is very rattly. He's very thin-skinned, isn't he? To be fair, I can see why you would be scared of Trump. We're not used to such a... Yes, Deirdre, maybe so, yes. Valid point. It's about how far he'd go. I saw... well, I haven't put it on a video yet because I'm still trying to fact check it, that there was supposedly a document from the Epstein lot with Epstein saying, just don't cross Trump because he's a psycho. And whilst I think he's a psycho, I don't know whether that document's real, but I just thought that was quite interesting. Weak, pathetic, Miss R. Stupid. Dangerous because he's a weak man who thinks he needs to be strong. It's a bit like Andrew Tate in there, same sort of thing. Weak men trying to make out that they're great. I do think Trump's a psychopath, though. A narcissistic psychopath. Yeah. No, Deirdre, that's what I'm saying, though. I genuinely think he's a psychopath. It's more than just a personality disorder, I think. Let's talk about Iran. Oh, we were mostly talking about Mother's Day, actually. We had a nice chilled, non-political chat for most of today. Hello, Jane. Jane, a visit from your son? That's lovely. Yeah, Miss R. Well, Pete Hexeth's mum warned against him, didn't he? Didn't she? Jane, did your son give you something nice for Mother's Day, or was it more than enough for him to just come round? Jane, when you're on, thank you for being a member as well. I do appreciate it. Flowers, very nice. I'm liking that. I used to, years ago, always buy my wife flowers from the children. But it seemed to be whichever flowers I bought, she had an allergic reaction to, because she's asthmatic and stuff. So it began to feel like I was buying flowers ready to try and kill her. So I stopped doing that. The days of Obama. Yes, Dave. Yeah. Well, I think we just miss the days of just boring, regular, sane. They might not be good politicians, but sane people. I think the social media stuff coming out about the Iran war is horrific. Chockies, Deirdre. Oh, very good. That's what I did. I got Hotel Chocolat. I got some of those. And all the traits of narcissism. No, I think I do think psychopathy, because I tell you why. Because when you hear the accounts of what he's done to people, and I don't want to sort of go into it or trigger anybody, but there is a constant of the control, the power, the pain. It's a constant, and that seems to be the thing that's given him pleasure. She was lucky, Deirdre, but of course the children ate most of the chocolates. But she managed to get a few in. Yes, Miss R, civil and polite people. Just that. That's all I'm looking for. And a bit of just common courtesy. Boring is a major, Karen. Oh, it's every day, though, isn't it, Brit? Like I've said this countless times now. I used to like doing these videos, which, let's face it, nobody's forcing me to do. I just quite enjoy doing them. But I could like knock one out really quite easily. And now there is so much going on. This could easily become a full-time job if I wanted it to, just in terms of how much time it takes. Finding time to do these videos now, because so much goes on every day, is bonkers. Once again, that's my woe, nobody else's. But I've noticed over the last 2 years how much busier the political scene has become. I'll go this and get some tube shot. Oh, very good, Natty. Enjoy it. Very good. Yes, Natty, all of those things. Disagree, Britt. I disagree with you and Deirdre. I'm saying to you both, go and read a bit more about all the stuff he's been accused of. The lack of empathy, all of it is there. Well, yeah, Maria, you're right. But sane politicians are really important, right? Oh, I know, Jane. I know. I hear you. Busier or make yeah, good point, actually, Usar. More chaotic. Every day, loads of things to cover. Right, guys, I've just noticed the time. Let's call it the last couple of minutes. What are you all doing tomorrow? I am off to work tomorrow. Although, can I just say, I'm doing a sleep study this week. I have, as some of you know, I have really bad migraines, and I have migraines every night. So I'm off to do a sleep study to see if they can find out why I get migraines every night. But if you've seen one of those things, you have to wear lots of like wires all over you. So I don't know how anybody sleeps when they're on a sleep study, but I will report back maybe next Sunday and tell you if I manage to sleep with everything that's supposedly wired to me. What about the rest of you? Dave, you got your living room painted. Result, my friend. We like that. Who else has got something interesting on this week? I'm not suggesting that my sleep study thing was interesting. I just thought I'd share that's what I was doing. Which means, actually, there'll be less videos this week, I guess. Am I at the No, Jane, I won't be at the Magic Toy Shop every performance. I'm there on the first day, but then I go straight into rehearsals for another show. So I leave after the first day. But I am, Jane, on the second day, on the 8th, I'm going out for a working breakfast. So I am in that area. If you're around, I can pop and say a quick hello on the second day. But I'm not actually going to see the show because I've got to go home and look after the children. But Jane, I heard they sent me through the music for me to start my prep on it, and it is quite it's a brilliant, honestly, it is such a bop, the music. So if you're thinking of going, your kids will love it. I think it's really good. Nice storyline as well. Thank you very much, Natty. To be fair, I only have to fall asleep for the night. Not particularly looking forward to a night in trying to sleep in hospital and then go straight to work the next day. But thank you. Yeah, it is, Britt. I know the lack of empathy but it's more, I feel. I don't know, I've never met him, but I do think it's more. Yeah, thanks, Britt. So you think I'm a psychopath? I've noted that then. Would you, Dave? I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, Miss R, Paris. What are you doing in Paris? Back in work, and very good. You take it easy behind myself with that smokes, which is oh, I hate nurses fussing. Hate it. If they just lock me in the room, pop all that stuff on, and just let me sort of have a nice chilled evening, I'll be right with that. Well, I'm fascinated, Britt, to find out why. So every night for the last sort of couple of years, at a certain time or within a certain time frame, I wake up with a migraine. It's bizarre. So I'm curious to see if the sleep study reveals what it is. You in a house in Gwent. Oh, Maria, I hope that goes well. Long weekend in Paris. That sounds lovely. I'll swap you, Miss R. I'll go to Paris. You can have a bit of a sleep study. No? Just thinking. Okay, guys. Well, listen, I sincerely hope if all goes well, if all goes to plan, there should be another Sunday roast next week. But keep an eye on the socials. Dave, I seem to sleep well, but I often don't wake up feeling rested. Oh, I never feel up. I'm never rested because I'm always up with a migraine. But anyway, you could sign up for a sleep study, Dave. I hope I get what I want. I'm not that hopeful, Deirdre, but who knows? It'll probably be some sleep apnea or something, won't it? That's what it normally is. Exactly. Right, everybody, have the best. Oh, Miss R, rude. Right, listen, thank you for joining me. Everybody have a great week and hopefully see you next week on another Sunday roast. Bye-bye.